Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of How Computer Works. And in this video seeing we'll be looking at how computer actually represents the bit for the data. And let me say 8 is enough. 8 8 is enough. Enough or whatever. It just means that 8 bits together can actually represent a useful data in a computer, and 8-bit in a single package in a single order can actually represent any character by the computer. So the ones and zeros we have talked about, any sequence of 8 of them will actually represent something useful by a computer, and we'll be looking at how calculations are done by this using these bits. And yeah, those 8 bits are actually called the byte. 8 bits together in a particular order is actually byte. 8 bits in order in a particular order. Sorry for the bad writing. Order. This 8 bits in order represents a byte, which is the basic data in a computer. And let me just draw you how these bytes are remembered using memory. This is going to take some time. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. M for memory. M for M. There are 8 memory gates or memory structure or whatever. Output O. These are the output O by the memory. And here are the 8 inputs. I haven't actually drawn the diagram too nicely, but this will all be in a straight order, which I definitely did not draw. And this is the setter, which you should have actually seen in the previous video about memory. The wirings 8. I haven't actually finished drawing, so don't guess anything. This circle part is actually the intersection, which means it will go both ways, up and through each of the memory ends. So there are 8 memory structure which will remember this input I if the set S is on and produce the output O, and as long as S is off, this will keep remembering of O, and if S is on, then the O will change to whatever I is currently. This is actually what is a byte, and I'll now be drawing a simplified version of the byte. So again, this long part, which is now called the byte, for B for byte, and the input i's again 8 input i's, again 8 one of them, 8 i's. 1 2 3 4 5 6, two more input, and again there will be, let me just now copy this part, sorry, let me just copy this to make this quicker. There will again be 8 O's. So this is actually what is a byte, and this 8 input I, which are actually 8 bits, can now represent a byte, and this byte this byte can have 256 state, which means this one byte can exist in two different 256 different state. And let me show you how. 256, I'll again draw that. 256, 2 bits can exist in 4 state. One can exist in 2 state. So 8 will be, so in general we get a 3 can exist in 8 states, and we get a formula. N is the number of bits, and here as we have 8 bits for 1 byte, it will be 2 to the power 8 state, which is 256 states. So this byte can exist in 256 state, and the sequence of the 8 bits or the byte can represent a single data. And in the previous video in the previous one of the videos I have talked about codes. It may be in the usefulness of bit video codes, and I've said that codes are used to represent data, and so the sequence of the 8 bits is now a type of code to the computer which can actually represent human readable data. One of the famous code is the ASCII code, which is short for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It was a code all standardized by the different companies so that if different companies can represent the same data using their computer information or data, which are actually the bytes. This is still used by all computers to represent different data, and for each character we have different bits. This A, this dollar sign, this one, this capital A, all have different sequences of bits. We'll be actually getting to know this different arrangement later, but for now just get that for different characters this $1 are different characters. We have different 8-bit order or different byte for each type of character. So that's all for today. If you have liked this video, please subscribe and comment for more videos. To learn more, please read this book, But How Do It Know, written by Clark Scott. This is the same book I've been using to explain the computer terms, and in this book you will find all the subject in more details. To learn more, you can click on the link in the description or just visit buthowdoitknow.com.